everyone. Welcome once again to my channel Beyond Passions, where we have different passions: indoor fitness, spoken word, short talks. My name is Princess. I'll present a spoken word today. Thereafter, we'll draw a short lesson from it. Thank you as you listen. She was heavy with another baby son, for she has had some before this one. There came a time for her child to come to earth, but with torment and pain did she give birth. She said, "Son, 'tis time to give you a name, for I bore you with suffering and pain." Out of her anguish, she named her baby son Agony, distress, trouble, or even thorn. She called her son Jabez, and Jabez means distress. Never name your child out of your distress. While distress was growing up, he watched his life with interest. One day he said to himself, "I must change this distress." Lacking hypocrisy, without tedious repetitions, but with faith in his heart, he asked for specifications. He cried out to God while on bended knees. He knew his God would hear him and hearken to his pleas. Oh, oh, that you would wonderfully, wonderfully bless me. Help me in all my works. Expand my territory, please. Be with me in everything I do, please. Keep me away from evil lurking around. Help me that I may not cause distress. And God answered his prayer. Distinguished from all his brothers, Jabez became an honorable. As written in the book of Chronicles, his prayer became commendable. Thank you. Now, a few things I have to say here. I have noticed that sometimes parents name their children out of distress, out of pain, or out of anything that they are going through while the baby is being awaited. Some parents do not give birth on time, and so they name their children out of the situation they are going through at the time. As we saw earlier on, Jabez's mother named him Distress because of the agony she was going through at the time she conceived him. But the young man realized that he was going to be trouble and decided to change his name and prayed to God, and God answered his prayer. Now, a word to parents: do not name your child out of your situation. Give your baby a good name, because you would ask, what is in a name? A name depicts everything. The name of a child will lead the child in life. For instance, peace. For instance, joy, gladness. These are names you could give to your baby girls. They are good names. And as the child grows, the child remembers his name or her name, and if he or she is going through anything at any point in time, the name will lead the child. We pray sometimes that a child leaves out his or her name. If you give your child a name that is out of your distress or agony or persecution or trouble or turbulence or joy, for instance, the name will lead the child in life. That's one. Two, sometimes I see parents call their children all sorts of names. Your child has done something wrong, and out of your anger, you lash out at the child and you say words, negative words into the child's life. You think children do not listen? Children listen. Children hear you. Sometimes, as the child grows up, the child remembers. For instance, I hear people say, oh, out of anger you lash out and you say, you would never amount to something. And the child remembers when he grows up. As a parent, do you think that the child would remember you telling him or her that he or she would never amount to something in life, and that child will be happy with you? Do you think so? I remember some of the things I was told, not only by my parents, spouses, you do the same thing. You have arguments with each other. Lovers, you do the same thing. Friends, do the same thing. Bosses, siblings, the list goes on. As a boss, yes, you have all the right. Your employee does something wrong or something that is not up to expectation, and you lash out. Oh, don't you know your job? You don't know your job? Something like, don't you have brains? You say negative things to that person. The word that you spoke into the life of that person may scar the person for life, because you do not know where the person is coming from. You do not know what the person has gone through in life, but you speak negative words, and sometimes the person remains with that scar for the rest of his or her life. And for spouses, when you have arguments, you say things into the lives of your spouses. You say negative things, forgetting that you came together out of love. And perhaps sometimes you even curse, you swear, you say evil things into the life of the one that is supposed to be your body, part of you. And you think that these things do not have any effects later on in life. These things do affect humans. These things that you say into the lives of people, the negative things that you say into the lives of other people, they do affect later on. Curses do come to pass, and blessings do come to pass as well. Please, I'm using this edition to appeal once again, like I always do, appeal to people, to you. Please, when you name your child, give your child a meaningful name, a good name that the child will be proud to bear as he or she grows up in life. When you scold your children or when you scold people, do not say negative things that will scar those people for life. When you quarrel with you have arguments with your spouse, with your husband or with your wife, women, particularly women, we talk a lot. Our tongue is our weapon, you know. Be careful how you speak evil words into the life of your husband. Well, I'll expand that in another edition. For now, let's just stick with this. Please bear in mind, do not speak negative things into the lives of the people that you love. Do not give names that depict distress, agony, turbulence to your children. Well, please like, share, comment, ask questions. I'd like you to ask questions. One of these days I will go live and encourage you to ask me questions. And please subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Subscribe to my channel and stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. Love you all.